Coming up in this week's Scottish Football Roundup, Ben Stanway's late winner keeps Partick Thistle right in the promotion hunt. A late penalty from Scott Taggart earns Alloa a point against Queen of the South, while league leaders East Fife put on a show at home to Clyde. But we kick off with Friday evening's clash at New Douglas Park.
Graham getting turned on, unlucky Brian Graham. Just a couple of inches too high and it clips the top of the crossbar. Well, it's vintage Brian Graham. Thistle didn't look well organised there for that short corner. Helped back in by Henry, flicked on. Shaw's trying to get there, and there's a good save in the end by Mitchell.
McGinty, I think that had the shot in the end. Mitchell does really well there. Spreads himself really, really well. To be fair to McGinty, he can't do anything more than he does do. Tries to hit the target, but that goes down as a good save rather than a miss from McGinty.
And it comes from Smith. Comes to the back post at the end! And with the outside of his boot, it's Regan Tumblety who fires Hamilton. Aki's in.
It was at the old Arsenal setup, wasn't it, from the corner? Hammond had all the players around that kind of back post area. They get the first contact, then Clark head it away, and then Tumblety's really switched on outside of the foot. What a great finish that is.
There's Fitzpatrick looking to run it. Oh, it's a good ball hit. There's Brian Graham with the equaliser, a glance across to the assistant who keeps his flag down. And Brian Graham, who else, draws Thistle level and draws level himself with 14 goals with Ollie Shaw. It's a good ball through. And here's Ollie Shaw to put Aki's back in front. Good stop from Mitchell, but surely Ollie Shaw should have scored.
So I think he has to try and lift that over Mitchell or attempt to go around him.
Turner to take the corner kick. Come to Graham at the back post. Stanway now. It's the shot off. Oh, it's wonderful from the substitute. Ben Stanway. What an absolute perler to turn the game around for Partick Thistle. Brilliant finish.
Wow, what a finish that is, Al. What great technique that is to come inside and bend that into that far corner.
Here's Calvin Miller. Chance to take on former Falkirk man Louis Longridge. Miller's delivery into the area. Comes out for Dylan Tate. Here's Keelan Adams! And that was an early sighter for the Falkirk fullback. Once again. Wider. Looks for Longridge, but cut out by Miller. Miller with a chance to strike for Falkirk. And that was also close to the opening goal. Really good play from Calvin Miller. Captain forced long. Trophy. Next in the back by Oider. Clearly to continue as Turner comes through for Queen's Park. It's Jack Turner. Good save from Nicky Hogarth. Nesbitt now with a chance to get on the front foot and attack Queen's Park with a bit of pace. Ball into the area. Right drop for Morrison. And it's off the post. What an opportunity that was for Callum Morrison. Looked only a half chance, but a player of his quality made it a fully fledged chance, and only the woodwork denies Falkirk. Yeah. Here it comes. Touched away. Only his funnest Duncan who hammers one. He caught that also sweet, Ryan Duncan. Just the direction, not on target, but plenty of venom and power. If that one had been on target, it was an almost certain goal. Yep. It's given away by Spencer. Forward comes Oider. Lays it off to Thomas. Skips away from Spencer. It's Don Thomas to strike. And again, Nicky Hogarth is called upon. Queen's try and stop Falkirk from playing. Adams into Tate. On for Ethan Ross, twisting, turning, breaks for Brophy. Tate, can he wriggle his way through? Adjiman might, Nesbitt takes over, Nesbitt! And into the gloves, and the end of Callum Ferry. Spencer's delivery. Runs for Adjiman. Looks to try and drill it across, does so, there's Bonnie Stewart! Needs an option, finds it in Tate. Options to the right, feeds it in towards Adjiman. Drops it for Bonnie Stewart. Adams, Keelan Adams! Longridge, in no rush with this one. Gives it away though to Spencer. Looks to send Bonnie Stewart on his way. In challenging Tizard. Bonnie Stewart could be through. It might still break for him. Falkirk with bodies forward. Stewart's delivery. Just unable to find anyone in Falkirk colours. Corner delivered towards the front post, flicked on by Turner. And it ends goalless at the Falkirk Stadium.
Let's take a look at how things stand in the William Hill Championship. Falkirk nudged a point further ahead at the top, with both Ayr United and Livingston not in action until Tuesday. While Partick Thistle's away win over Hamilton has the Jags right in the thick of the promotion hunt, just 1 point behind third place Livingston, who have a game in hand. Now into League One. It didn't take long for this meeting to spring into life. Just 4 minutes on the clock when Queen of the South worked their way into the Alloa box, with Benjamin Lusant turning home the opener. The Frenchman grabbing his first goal in Queen of the South colours. Alloa would begin to forge their own path to goal soon enough. Good hold-up play from Connor Salmon, laying one on for Luke Rankin, who couldn't find the target. Queen's keeper Ross Stewart was kept on his toes in the first period. The stopper with quick reflexes to prevent the concession of an own goal. The home side continued to pile on the pressure throughout the first half in search of a leveller. Cammy O'Donnell going close, but dragging his effort just wide of the post. Connor Salmon was the next to have a go for the home side. His headed effort not far away from finding the net. The Doonhamers could have been further ahead before the break. Adam Brooks with a chance to make it 2-0, but the opportunity just going begging. Many of Alloa's best bits of play came through the left foot of O'Donnell. This long-range strike not too far away from finding the mark. Queen of the South would be handed the chance to make it 2-0 in the 59th minute, when referee Alistair Grieve pointed to the spot. Rhys Lyon, the man to step up, but kept out by the legs of PJ Morrison. O'Donnell would continue to knock at the door for Alloa after the break. A brilliant free kick effort smacking the corner of the woodwork. But Alloa's golden opportunity would arrive just before time, as the Wasps won a penalty kick in stoppage time. Up stepped Scott Taggart to wrong foot Stewart and find the equalising goal. Chances aplenty and an exciting encounter in Clackmannanshire. 1-1 the final score. Kelty Hearts started on the front foot in this encounter. Lewis Moore the first player to test the resolve of Stenhousemuir's Darren Jameson. The home team made a bright start to the game, with Moore a constant threat down the left. He picked out Robbie Cole with a low cross, who was unable to force the ball home. The Warriors were aiming for back-to-back away wins in the league for the first time this season. Kinley Billam's cross found Matty Yates for an early chance, which had Rory Adams scrambling. Kelty's best attacking play seemed to be coming through Moore and Cole. The winger and attacker again combining, with Cole's curling effort narrowly evading the top corner. Some of Kelty's build-up play throughout the first period was excellent. Billy Owen's low ball across the face of goal finding no takers, but an opportunity eventually falling for Brodie Patterson, who fired it straight at Jameson. Kelty left-back Patterson is undoubtedly one of the division's best in his position. His positive play found Jacob McIntyre, who had Warriors keeper Jameson scrambling, but still Kelty unable to find the net. Chances were few and far between for Stenhousemuir at New Central Park. A deep cross from Ross Meehan finding its way to Ewan O'Reilly late in the day, but the winger's front post effort well covered by Adams in the Kelty net. Deep into stoppage time, and there would be one last chance for the hosts to snatch the lead. The corner kick dropping to Scott Williamson, whose effort flew high and wide. Goalless at New Central Park, a point apiece on a cold evening in Fife. Here's a look at the latest standings in William Hill League One. A goalless draw in Fife means it's as you were in the promotion race, as second place Stenhousemuir remain 1 point ahead of Kelty Hearts. While Scott Taggart's late goal at the Edinburgh Stadium keeps Alloa 3 points ahead of opponents Queen of the South, who remain in 6th place. And into League Two, Clyde were aiming for back-to-back league victories when they travelled to Fife to take on the league leaders. Fullback Tommy Robson going close to an opener for the Bully Wee, denied only by the crossbar. Dick Campbell's side have found a run of consistency in recent weeks, which has propelled them to the top of the table. Winger Jack Healy going mightily close to scoring his second goal in the space of 4 days. After a quiet first half in terms of goalmouth action, things would pick up in the second. A long throw would cause chaos in the Clyde box, with Jess Norrie on hand to open the scoring on the 50-minute mark. The midfielder delighted to bag his third goal of the season. And East Fife's second goal would bear a striking resemblance to the opener. Another long throw just 5 minutes later, which Clyde were unable to deal with, as Alan Troughton took full advantage to notch his 15th league goal of the campaign. At 39 years of age, Troughton is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. The home side were well on their way to their 4th league win on the spin, but there was still time for a bit of stardust to be sprinkled on proceedings. Step forward Adam Laref in the 89th minute with one of the goals of the season. A piece of individual brilliance to cap off an excellent team performance from the home side. Full time in Methil, with East Fife opening up a 5-point lead at the top of the table. High-flying Elgin City travelled to bottom of the table Forfar Athletic. Dylan Gavin with an early sighter for the Black and Whites. From one end to the other, Gavin was on hand to clear one off the line for his side. Matty Allen's header, with Forfar unable to find the net on the follow-up. Stuart Morrison has scored just once this season for the Loons. He'll have to wait a little longer for his second, as this header went over the top. The second half would see both sides begin to find their aim in front of goal. Kieran Ingles finding the net for Forfar, only to be denied by the offside flag. But Forfar weren't the only team to be caught out by an offside decision. The assistant referee's flag being waved again, this time to prevent Elgin number 9 Deshaun Golding. With both sides jostling for position, the opening goal would eventually arrive for the away side. Russell Dingwall firing Elgin into a 1-goal lead with an excellent low finish in the 76th minute. Dingwall so often a threat from midfield, this his 7th of the season. But no sooner had they gone behind, Forfar would draw themselves level. The equaliser coming just 7 minutes after the opener, with Cammy Logan picking out the top corner on 83 minutes. A first senior goal for the former Heart of Midlothian youth, earning Forfar a hard-fought point against one of the promotion favourites. Peterhead were aiming to bounce back from defeat to Elgin City a fortnight ago when they travelled to the capital. Max Barry with the first real chance, which was easily held by Mark Weir. But the Blue Toon wouldn't take too long to nudge the Roses in front. Neat work from Jack Brown in the 22nd minute, laying one on a plate for Kieran Shanks, who had the easiest of tasks. Connor Young continues to be a real threat for the citizens. His effort spelled by Blessing Olayemi, with James Stokes' effort well closed out by the Peterhead defence. City defender Eden Lynch would have to be careful from 30 minutes onwards. The centre-back shown a yellow card for a foul in the middle of the park. But Lynch would be given his marching orders just before half-time. Peter Pollitt with some good running which drew the foul. Referee Stuart Luke with no hesitation in showing the second yellow. Peterhead would continue to push for more in the second period. Oliver Colity denied a debut goal by the outside of the post. Blue Toon fans will be delighted with experienced midfielder Pollitt signing a new one-year deal during the week. The former Aberdeen man curling this effort over the top of the crossbar. Edinburgh City would battle for a foothold in the game right till the death, but 1-0 was the final score, with Peterhead moving up to second in the table. Now for a look at how things stand in the William Hill League 2 table. East Fife opened up a 5-point gap at the top of the table with a convincing win over Clyde. Kieran Shanks' decisive goal in the capital sees Peterhead jump above Elgin City into second, while Forfar remain rooted to the bottom of the table despite a battling point against high-flying Elgin. That's all for this week. Join us next time for the Scottish Football Roundup.